Good morning and welcome to day 16 of How to Start a Business. Today we're going to focus on 10 things to do before you start a YouTube channel. And initially my channel was going to be more about the actual operations of running a business and a business plan and funding. And then I realized that if this channel is about how I am starting my business, which is 50 and starting a business YouTube channel, well, I've had to learn about YouTube, and there's definitely some things that I wish I had known before I started, or I did before I started. Number one is gear up. So when I started, I did not have a tripod or selfie stick or selfie tripod, whatever you want to call it. I actually put the phone against my computer, and as you'll see from my first few videos, forget the fact that very first one was portrait. Didn't really think about that one. Some of them you're kind of like looking up at me, like, I'm like this because the angle of where the camera was versus where I was standing. So now it should be more of a straight on shot, which is much better. Number two, look at other sites. So what other sites, what are their thumbnails doing? How are their titles? Thumbnail. I was like, what the heck is a thumbnail? So that didn't take too long because you just Google thumbnail and it tells you. But thumbnail is the actual picture that comes up when you're going through YouTube. I always thought it was the beginning of the video, but it actually is a whole nother kind of picture. A whole nother picture where you can add words and stuff. And I'll have a tutorial on how to do thumbnails. I was really intimidated by thumbnails, and some of them you might be able to see. I just took my picture on my phone and edited it to add some words, and you can see, I actually changed them all. So when I learned how to do proper thumbnails, and that might have been like 20 videos in, I also then decided I wanted to brand myself. A lot of the YouTubers, they'll tell you their target audience is 13 to 30. Well, I'm 51. Pretty soon I'm 52 in January. I think my target audience is more mature. So I wanted to have more of a mature branding with my thumbnails. But so number one, you need to gear up. So whether it's a tripod, a lot of sites I read said you need to have a microphone. I don't have a separate microphone. Maybe that's an issue. Maybe my audio's bad. I've listened to my videos. I don't feel like my audio's bad. I wish my voice sounded like my friend Mary, who's a beautiful singer, and she's got a beautiful voice. But I'm Laura, so this is my voice. And also a lot of people say you have to have a digital DSLR video recorder. We actually own a camera that does that. I'm not sure where it is. And I just didn't want to have to deal with the hassle of getting the video from the DSL camera to my computer, and I bet you it's not really a hassle, but the phone is fine. I feel like I've got the 14. I feel like the video itself is fine with the phone, but maybe I'll change that down the road. The other is I started my channel and I didn't want it to have a monetary cost. I have some extra free time since my daughter is injured and not playing tennis, so I can give my time to YouTube to learn how to do it. I didn't really want to have any upfront cost. So the other one is post consistently. So I decided to do a video a day for 30 days, and then I had some offshoots of like top jobs or great online jobs. Partly I was looking for job ideas for my teenagers, and then kind of started with a couple posts about that. So for me, the 30 days once a day has actually been great. It has forced me to shoot up my learning curve. So I've been posting on YouTube now for 14 days. I've learned about thumbnails. I've learned about keywords and tags, which are actually different than keywords and the hashtags. So I've learned a lot, and that's what the next couple of videos are going to be about, what I've learned and also where I've messed up, because I had to go back yesterday and change, I think it was 26 videos, all of the keywords, all of the tags, because I misunderstood what I had learned in other videos. But anyway, so have a consistency about it. I will tell you, if you please watch this video, please watch some on thumbnails and keywords and hashtags, how to boost your CEO, because it's going to be much easier to get it right at the beginning. I mean, thank God I figured out now and not after I made 100 videos. And that was part of the purpose. I knew I had the time now. she's going to go back to playing tennis next week, so I'm not going to have as much free time. Get inspiration. So get inspiration for your videos. And again, look at other people's. What is your target market? There's a really great guy that Lincoln Straight Woodworking. I've only watched one video of his, but I thought he was great. And he basically like dispelled everything that I had read about how to go about creating a channel. He dumped like 12 videos at once, now he's producing, I think it's like one every other week. In 10 months, he made 36,000. I don't have any fantasy of doing that. I think he had a special niche. So if you have a niche, like a skill, that you can really kind of get in there and dominate a sector. Mine is flooded, like the area that my expertise is. I have my MBA from University of Chicago, so I think, I have maybe a little bit more to offer. But then again, like, how to write a business plan, there's really one way to write a business plan. Now, I might be able to produce a better one than someone else, but if I'm teaching you how to write a business plan, there's not a whole lot of like uniqueness in doing that. So my uniqueness has to be in my delivery. And then also my target audience. I'm not that, 25-year-old YouTuber, Instagrammer, Pinterest, has the following already. I'm an influencer, come watch me. Like, no, I'm a seasoned businesswoman that just decided to reach out to her husband via YouTube, since that's what he likes to watch. I wanted to learn more about YouTube, and then I thought, let me give it a try. Let me see what I can do. But get inspiration from others. Figure out your niche. Be patient. I have at this point 380 views by the time this video posts. So it's a slow process. Again, it's only been 2 weeks for me. But with anything you do, I'm a financial advisor on the side, and getting clients, like, it sometimes is a 2-year process to bring a client on. Be patient, believe in what you're doing, believe that you can be helpful, whatever your niche is, and just keep plugging away. The other I'd say is keep it simple. When I was kind of looking how to do this and gear you need soundproofing. This guy has blankets hanging from the ceiling, and he has light things in the back. And again, maybe someday I'll get there and I'll build a whole studio. I'd rather keep it simple. This is my side hustle. Actually, it's not a side hustle. I'm not, who knows if I make money, whatever. This is something I enjoy doing, but I didn't want it to be cost prohibitive. I did buy one of those stick on the wall whiteboards, although it's black. It was $16, so that should be coming up. Oh, and I have a tripod now, and it has a Bluetooth remote, so I can turn on and off the video via remote, which is really funny because it's right there. It's not even that far away, and I can edit out when I do that. I didn't really know it was coming with a remote. Kind of neat. I think family selfies, I guess it would be family selfies, but family pictures, this would be really handy to have. So hopefully we'll take, I was going to do it Christmas morning, didn't take any family pictures. So number 6 is to transcribe your video. And again, I will show this more in a tutorial of how to set up your YouTube. So I read a bunch of places, you should have closed captions, you should transcribe it. And I went on and I looked, and it's like, upload your transcription. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that would take forever if I have to type in and transcribe my videos. Finally, yesterday, playing around, I saw where I could click a box and YouTube could automate and transcribe for me. So I don't know if I have closed captions on my videos yet. I'll look today because I just clicked the box yesterday. But apparently you get a lot more views. So for people who are hearing impaired, you're just opening your audience wider when you can transcribe. And if it literally is clicking a box at the very beginning when you set up your account, it's not that difficult. The last 3 of the 10 things you should think about before you start is pay attention and learn the CEO. So the search engine optimizer. I will have a video on that specifically. I've spent a lot of time reading and watching other people's videos, feeling what works for me, and kind of best practices. So again, I will have videos on keywords and hashtags because I wasn't understanding what they were saying. I didn't specifically know that a keyword and a hashtag were 2 separate things, and I was doing them wrong anyway. So I will have a video on that to explain that more, because that is something that I kind of caught on. This says develop a thick skin. So far, my only comment is from my son, who said this is helpful, and I think he was just trying to be nice. So I don't have any mean haters out there yet. Maybe if I develop some traction, I will. I don't know, call me old, tell me my face is long. My brothers teased me when I was a kid that my parents ran over me when I was a baby and smushed my head, and that's why it's so long. So I don't think there's anything out there that could be probably meaner than what I've heard as a child. Oh yeah, Erica, won't say her last name, who went to middle school with me, told me I looked like a boy, wrote it in my yearbook. So again, like, you know, develop a thick skin. I think I pretty much already have one, especially if it's someone anonymous that I don't know. I think words hurt more when it's from family and people you know. But yeah, so it says to develop a thick skin. I think it's more of be patient. Like, okay, in 14 days, I think I have like 20 videos out there. I have 300 and whatever, maybe 400 likes. I have 3 subscribers, one being my son. Oh gosh, nobody likes me. No, I just started. I need to gain traction. I've also spent the last 14 days with the keywords and the hashtags wrong. So that might have not helped very much. And the last one I'm not very good at doing, but it is get social. So I'm actually trying to hire my children specifically to help get me on other platforms. I don't have the bandwidth for it because I do have my actual job as a wealth manager at Coastal Private Wealth Management if you're interested, but I don't have that issue. I don't have the capacity to get really social on Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram and what have you. There are products like Hootsuite, and there's other ones that will schedule your video to go across the board. My main problem right now is that my Facebook is either for my wealth management business or for me personally. LinkedIn is for me personally or my wealth management business. I don't really want those two kind of overlapping. I started overlapping a little bit, and then I just thought I'm producing too many videos. I did put my videos and links up on Twitter because I don't really think any of my wealth management clients are on Twitter. So, but yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out before I can actually even use Hootsuite because you need to have your account set up. But those are the top 10 things that you should really think about before you get started. Please look for my other videos, especially on hashtags and keywords before you put your first video up, because it is time consuming to kind of go back and change everything. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye-bye.